Hey everybody, this is Jeff. Thanks so much for listening to this podcast. It really it makes our millennium. And as a little treat, we have been doing a long-running D&D side quest called Rise of the Defiler, and this is it. So if you want to hear it in all its splendid glory, join our Patreon for $5 a month. And you can get access to all of our bonus content and help us keep making more. Thank you for listening. And, that's at patreon.com/shatteredworldsrpg. And, thank you. Have fun. Oh my God, Sako's chair is moving.
Sako's back, but is invisible.
Oh no, the D&D has really gotten to her now.
What the fuck? A ghost has entered the chat, ladies and gentlemen.
It's Harvey.
Welcome back to Shattered Worlds RPG. I'm your lore master, Jeff, and with me today are the wonderful Sako.
Yo!
Kristy.
Hello.
Katarina.
Howdy!
And Ash.
Hello, bonjour, hi.
Howdy, howdy. Well, let's, we had some fun before now, but now we're going to get serious. This is some real D&D stuff happening here, gang. So let me send it over to Ash to find out what happened last week.
All right. So last week, the party was separated, crossing the ethereal plane, and found themselves in various different locations in Thunder's Point Castle. Sorry, let me turn that off so it doesn't go. I don't want announcements. So the crew was separated, crossing the ethereal plane. They found themselves back on the prime material plane in various locations in Thunder's Point Castle, except for Chester, who was off on their own, riding their horse toward the castle as fast as they can. Let's see. Matthias, Laurel, Sobek ended up together facing off against Mark Slane, the vampire wizard, whose corporeal form they temporarily destroyed, and Malphasia, the Crow Queen, warlock necromancer, who Matthias kicked down the stairs rather dramatically. Styx found himself evading the vampiric Lord Revan, until he discovered a hidden passage under Revan's throne, which opened with a very loud, grumbling, scraping sound and a loud thump. So that's kind of where we left off. I have notes here somewhere.
Neat.
End of last session. Game notes. Mark Slane has been reduced to mist. Laurel was invisible at the top of the stairs above Malphasia, who is halfway down them. Revan has completely lost Styx, but Styx found a secret passage to the throne. It was so loud Revan can't help have heard it. Chester has slain the undead beast that attacked him, riding his horse to the castle. Roz is looking for Chester, Roz the dog. And Matthias has a magic knife but doesn't know what to do with it. Shall we keep the initiatives that I had from last session just to get things rolling?
Yes.
All right. Chester, you're first, but you're just writing this turn. Writing. Let's see. Malphasia. Okay, so Malphasia let me pull her spells up. D&D Beyond is being slow. Or my internet is being slow, or both.
Or both.
She will dimension door and flee the scene. Says, I've had enough of this. I've had enough of you. Deal with you later. And she steps through a dimension door and disappears.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
These
Bye,
super
Felicia.
villains are giving up quite easily.
Yeah, you get the impression, and I mentioned this before, that they're trying to take you alive, and it's very frustrating.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, they do seem to be giving up easily. Sobek's turn, we'll skip, and we'll just do Matthias next. We'll switch you around. So Matthias, what you gonna do? Yeah, what you gonna do?
Well, the Mark guy is still just like a puff of smoke, right?
Yeah, he's kind of misting his way out the window.
Oh, okay. So he's trying to leave.
Mm-hmm.
What's in the room? Where can we go?
It's a large chamber at the top of a tower. Basically, you put a small house on top of this tower, and that's kind of what. So there's like a large bed, a small library, a place to sit, with a little table. It's basically an apartment.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really richly appointed. There's not because it's being lived in by a vampire. It doesn't have a lot of the human accoutrements you'd be used to. Like there's no chamber pot, there's no glasses or any teapots or anything that you would normally associate with someone alive. The bed is covered with dust. There's a coffin on the floor next to it.
Great.
And otherwise it's just, this library, there's maybe some valuable books on the shelves, but there's nothing, cursory glance, nothing really stands out to you as being like arcane or particularly special.
Okay. Can he first lay on hands, heal up that hit that he got from Malphasia?
Sure.
And then can he also take a peek inside the coffin? See if there's anything inside there?
All right, sure. You can just
Okay.
walk over to the coffin. It's got an open lid.
Okay.
You peek in. It's covered in dirt on the bottom, and there's a vaguely human-shaped indentation in the dirt.
Okay. There's no reason that Matthias would know anything about that. But does Sobek know anything about that?
Well, everyone who's interested that's there can make an arcana check. Let's see.
Well, that's really weird. It's all like dirty in here.
It is so strange. Why dirt in the bottom of a box? I don't understand.
I guess we can wait for Katarina to come back and she can make a check.
So Revan comes barging back into the throne room. You hear Revan running back toward the throne room, and there's many boots. Sound of boot falls with him. Sticks.
So I'm some way down the stairs?
You're heading down into the tunnel. You haven't had a chance yet because your turn's not up. So you made your way to the throne has moved back. You made your way to the lip of the secret passage. It's basically a ladder, goes straight down. And you hear he's back here at the throne room. Get him. And you hear a lot of, running boots heading your direction.
Well, I gotta go down.
So so we'll skip Laurel and you're heading on down the ladder.
Yeah, I'm going as fast as I can, unless I can come across a hiding place.
Okay. Just head on down the ladder. And then we'll go back to let's do this. We'll have a round where everyone is moving or investigating, and Chester is writing. Mm-hmm. And Styx, as you're heading down the ladder, you hear combat break out above you. And I don't know if you want to stop and listen or keep going.
I'm going at maximum speed. I got to find this evil spell and destroy it.
All right. So you're just running, like climbing down as fast as you can. So Chester, you're right. You make it up to the castle, to the front gates, and you hear the sound of battle coming from inside. It's faint, but you could definitely hear fighting.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
And I assume you're running toward the just riding your horse through the
I am
castle.
running towards the combat. Absolutely.
All right. Same thing with the crew that's up in the tower. You hear sound echo out of the courtyard, probably through an open window or a large door downstairs, echoing through the courtyard up into the tower. It definitely hear sounds of battle coming from downstairs.
Yeah, I take the shortest path as possible, towards the combat. If that means jumping down a floor
this is everyone in the tower. So you're riding through the courtyard.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm going up towards the tower for sure.
So you're going into the main castle. Meanwhile, Matthias, Sobek, and Laurel are upstairs in the tower where they hear fighting coming from below.
So we hear fighting now below us?
Yeah. Like a big grand melee or whatever. Fucking, I don't know what accent that was, but roll with it.
Yes, grand melee. What's crazy is this exact scene takes place in the last episode, second to last episode of The Chase, which is a Doctor Who serial. Our heroes are stuck on top of this tower, and they end up like taking a rope down the outside while the battle rages within.
Oh, neat.
Well, there's stairs for you guys to run down if you decide you want to.
You could, but that's kind of boring. I don't know.
Although I suppose Laurel could fly. So there's that.
Do you think Laurel would? Or would she stick with you?
Oh, Laurel would totally fly. But we can wait for Laurel to come back. So, Matthias, if you and Sobek want to do something.
Yeah, I think.
Kiss.
That doesn't look like it's been used in a while. No.
Sobek's skin is eerily cold. And clammy and weird feeling.
Chester is writing everything down.
Is Mark all the way out the window? Like,
This just vampired his way out.
Okay. Can Matthias see anything out the window?
You see a man on horseback riding into the all straight into the castle's main doors. It kind of looks like Chester.
Hey, I think that's Chester. Maybe. Or maybe it's somebody who looks like Chester and they're trying to trick us. That seems like something they would do. What do you think, Sobek? Is this Chester?
It's probably Chester was supposed to meet us. It's possible. And then you guys, you can look out beyond the castle and you see the small army of the non-stealthy members of the Star and Fist are like coming to assault the castle. I guess is probably a distraction.
Mm-hmm.
So they're pretty much right behind Chester. So
that's definitely Chester.
Chester there. Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess we should go downstairs.
All right, let's make great haste in case Chester Sticks is in trouble.
Okay.
Chester needs to run into
Roz. I was just gonna say, yeah. Roz comes running through the courtyard, and barking excitedly runs up next to Chester and the horse, kind of like nipping at Chester's heels, very excited. I found you! I found you! And then Roz runs off a little bit ahead, and then turns and like barks and then keeps going.
Follows. The dog is leading me. I know it.
All right, Sticks, you're scrambling down this ladder and you find yourself in a sort of round chamber. There's doors. There's a door in front of you and a door to your left and right.
Is there anything that differentiates them?
No. If you want to make an investigation check.
I'm just going to short circuit things and cast locate object.
Okay.
And I'm going to think about a skull. If they use skulls outside, maybe they're using them in here too.
Okay. That's not what I'm looking for. Just was going to type locate object in my search bar and I typed in skull.
It's 1,000 feet, if that's what you're looking for.
Well, it's the specific object. I didn't know.
You can either pick a class of objects, like
right.
What do they suggest? Apparel, jewelry, furniture, tool, or weapon.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think if a skull is specific for what.
It's a humanoid denuded skull, right?
I know, but I just thinking of what you're looking for in particular, if a skull somehow fits into that criteria, and I don't think it does.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right, no skull. I'll just pick the one in the middle.
Okay, so you'll go straight ahead.
Yeah.
All right. All right. You find yourself in a hall, and it goes on for about wow, that's crazy. I just randomly generated a dungeon. It's insane.
You run for 700 miles.